police say an off-duty Boston police officer shot and killed a man inside of Chick-Fil-A on Boylston Street. This after they say he chased two people inside with a knife.
You got a knife, you're chasing people, drop the knife. I'm an off-duty cop. You don't drop the knife, I'll put some hot ones on you. Why in the F would the mayor say this? You know what happened? You know the man was trying to kill people. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the craziest sale of the year going out right now. It's the March Madness sale. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go on and get some of our products here. This is the new releases. Here are our best sellers. However, the sale is specifically for the sale section. 50% off of all of these sale items. You better get it today. Some of these are your fan favorites, and I want you to take advantage of it because it's not going to last long. 50% off all of the products in the sale section. All you got to do is go to Tatum Store and click on the sale section, and it will automatically be put into your cart. All right, you don't have to put a code in or nothing. As soon as you go to the cart, you buy from this section, you'll automatically get the discount. Now, if you buy from this section, you buy another item, you'll only get the discount on the item that was in the sales section. All right, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Oh, this is the craziest I ever seen. I should have played this first. The Boston mayor giving condolences to a armed lunatic who tried to take the life of as many people as he could, but he got popped by the police. I want to play this clip real quick of them. Let me just describe the incident real quick. I'm just gonna read it on my notes. A knife-wielding suspect chased two individuals into a Chick-Fil-A. An off-duty Boston police officer inside the restaurant identified himself and ordered the suspect to drop the weapon. When the suspect did not comply, the officer shot him. The suspect was later pronounced dead at a local hospital. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a 2 + 2 is 4. You got a knife, you're chasing people, drop the knife. I'm an off-duty cop. You don't drop the knife, I'll put some hot ones on you. Now, why in the, put it up on the screen. Why in the F? I want to say it, but I want to go to heaven. He almost here. He coming back. I want to go to heaven. Why in the F would the mayor say this? You know what happened? You know the man was trying to kill people, and you gonna say this? Roll the clip.
My condolences and all of our thoughts are with the family of the individual whose life has been lost.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of the individual who's been lost.
So our condolences go to the individual who was killed tonight.
Why? Condolences? Can you say my hearts and prayer go out to the cop that had to kill a person while he's off duty? He's just in Chick-fil-A trying to get the Lord's chicken, and he had to kill somebody. Can we our thoughts and prayers go to that officer? That man is off duty trying to get that brand new spicy chicken. No pickles with pepper jack cheese. He want actually 2 burgers and he want to add a large fry and get him one of them seasonal milkshakes. That's all he was trying to do. And some fool running a Chick-fil-A house trying to stab people to death, and he had to put a couple hot ones on him. You think he really want to live with the fact that he had to smoke somebody in a Chick-fil-A? But our thoughts and prayers go out to the knife-wielding lunatic who was trying to murder people. We pray for his life. And I pray. The only thing you should say, we pray he don't go to hell. He's probably going to go to hell. We just pray that he don't go to hell. Or maybe you pray he do go to hell. I don't know. But it's crazy to me. Miss One-Time, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu expressed condolences, which you see in the video. Wu remarks sparked criticism on social media. Critics argue that her statement seems to overlook the safety of potential victims and the officer who intervened. And what world do we live in? Is there another clip? What world do we live in that we care more about the criminal than we do the victim? I swear, God is my witness. Let me just say this real quick and I'm gonna play this clip. Think about this, y'all. It's like the world is completely backwards, and I thought I was the only one that saw this. Thank God for Doge, because we know the government corrupt, now we see it. But like, why is there no programs for victims. They got every program in the world to reintroduce criminals back into society and recidivism reduction and they were trying to get their life together when they murdered somebody. They need lenience. They need no. How about we stand up for the victim? Oh, the victim was a woman? Oh, you finna get twice the time in jail. Oh, it was a kid. Come on, put him in there with Big Tony. Let Big Tony have his way. What you did? You did this to multiple people. Let them tell them what they should do to him. You go from the chair all the way to firing squad, chair, injection, life in prison, Big Tony. Or you can hit that one that's like all of the above. He bit a little bit in the chair, pop, 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 pop. Then you put him in the thing, inject him, and then while he sleep, put him in there with Big Tony for the rest of his life. Give him all of the above. Why we feel sorry for criminal? We should have compassion for people, but you shouldn't have more compassion for a criminal than you do the person they criminalized or they victimized. I never understand this. A guy can come in here right now, try to rob us. He gonna get smoked like a brisket from our favorite barbecue place right down the street. Smoked, moist brisket. He gonna get smoked, and they gonna be putting him. If he black, they gonna put him on the news. Oh, he was trying. My son didn't mean nothing. He went to the wrong place. He was, and they won't come after me. He didn't have to shoot him. He could have shot him in the big toe. He could have closed his eye and spin the gun around and shot him like this in his big toe and little toe at the same time. Why didn't he do that? He didn't have to kill him. These people silly as a mud. Want you to shoot him in the big toe. Man, John Wick can't shoot nobody in the big toe. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
An off-duty Boston police officer is taken to the hospital after shooting and killing a knife-wielding man inside of a Chick-Fil-A on Boylston Street. So police say that suspect had chased two people into the restaurant. WBZ's Samantha Cheney has more from Copley Square.
Now, the Boston police commissioner told us that it was an off-duty Boston officer who shot a man inside of this Chick-fil-A after we're told that he allegedly chased two people inside of the store with a knife. Now, we're told that both the cop and the victim were taken to the hospital. The officer is okay, but the man he shot has died from his injuries.
Now they moved on to Chick-fil-A. Oh, now we got a person shot.
City officials extending their condolences.
In tragic circumstances like this, always, our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of the individual who's been lost.
Also, thinking of all the people who were impacted.
After police say an off-duty Boston police officer shot and killed a man inside of Chick-fil-A on Boylston Street. This after they say he chased two people inside with a knife.
The individual was attempting to stab the two individuals in the store, and the off-duty officer identified himself as a police officer, instructed them to drop the weapon, at which point the individual did not comply. The officer discharged his weapon to stop the threat, and the individual was struck.
According to police, it all happened around 5:30 Saturday evening, leaving some people shaken.
When you hear something like that, you see the streets all blocked off. What do you think?
It's definitely a dangerous situation to be in. I mean, as like college students living in the city, you want to be aware of these things, and in a city where you don't have a car, walking from place to place, it could make it very dangerous. So it's concerning.
I was surprised to find out, especially like in this area, because walking down it during the day, I wouldn't have assumed from being out of town that it quite like certain events like this would happen.
At this time, police say the motive behind the incident is still unclear.
And we have reason to believe, strong reason to believe, that there are other individuals who were here, who know something, who witnessed something, who may have been involved.
All right, enough of these people. This is why diversity ain't always good. You see you see a half breed. You see a black dude and a Chinese lady. The stupidest people in America. Why y'all gotta be stupid? Why can't divert? Why? See, some white people that have stuff to say about minorities and stuff, they be right though. Why can't y'all get y'all stuff together? Why are the dumbest people the most diverse group of people? Let me just say it like this. Look at the Democrat Party. You look at a picture of the Democrat Party, they got this black, white, Asian, trans, all kind of people. What do they call them? Anti-Semites. They got all kind of people in their group. I had to throw that one in there. Dang, I couldn't think of it fast enough. I had to throw that one in there. They got anti-Semites, everybody in their group, man. They are the most diverse group of people in the political party. And the Republicans are mostly white people. But the Republican Party are the smartest and the Democrats are the evilest. Which are most evil, whatever you want to say it. Why does it look like that? Why can't the people of diversity be the smart ones? Why they got to be the evil ones? Why they got to be the most racist ones? Why they got to be like this? And then when some white people look and say, man, these people cutting up, man, we do good without these people. In my mind, I say, hey, I agree sometimes in part, right? I mean, not in totality, but in part, because I'm just going to say this, the safest places that I've ever lived, ain't number white people live there. There is zero diversity where I live at right now. I don't think there is. Maybe some Indian people or something. There ain't no black people live out here. If it is, it's 5 of us that live in this zip code, 5. And 3 of them live in my house. No, I'm just playing. But there's about 5 or 6 black people live in this area. And it's safe. You don't have to worry about much. It's all, there's some knuckleheads that live out here probably want to get jiggy. But for the most part, it's a safe place. Go where it's not safe. Black, Hispanic. It's like, why is it that way? Maybe it's because of gentrification or something. I don't know. Why is it that way? Why is it the safest cities where all your favorite athletes and celebrities live is around nothing but white people? Why is it? I'm just like, why? And then when people say diversity of ideas are good. Diversity of culture that assimilate to the American vision is good. But diversity just for the sake of diversity, I think a lot of times if they don't assimilate to the American vision, it causes division. So diversity without, assimilation ends up being division. And then you got these people, man, so they hating on that group. And these people hating on that group. And they hating on that group. And everybody come together to hate on the people that appears to be at the top. And that end up being white folks. That's why, I'm telling you, man, I hate to say this because it's true. But it's also true in a manipulative sense. If you look at it, you say the browner America gets, the crazier it gets. And it's only that way, not because people who are brown are not, it's because they have been grafted a bunch of people that do not believe in the American vision. And that's the honest to God truth. They keep bringing people in America from all around the world that do not believe in the American dream. And vicariously through that action is why you see the phenomenon, the browner it get, the worse it get. Same thing in Europe. They bringing in them Muslims in Europe. Now it's crazy. Now they say Paris is bad. And people from Europe say this. It ain't me. It's getting out of control. And it's sad because they don't bring in brown people that are good. They just bring in randos. It's not like America bringing the most diverse, inept people, or not inept, but the most diverse people that love the American dream that add value, because then we'll see a melting pot of a diverse group of people that are actually making a difference. They don't do that. They bring in people that are the lowest common denominator from everywhere, not all the time, but a lot of it, and then they flaunt them as diversity. Let's say this too. I want to say this and move on. Look at voting. Why is there no diversity in Democrat voting for the minorities? There's no real diversity in it. Black people vote 90% for Democrats. That's not diverse. That's not diverse. That's the manipulation of one-sidedness. You see, Mexicans, to be honest, Mexicans used to vote Democrat by and large. Even Jews be voting Democrat by and large.